Job done then by India. They bounce back after defeat in the second T20I at Kaiberka to win the final one at Johannesburg. How we wish we would have got that first game. But Sanjay Manjrekar on ESPNcricinfo match day to, as always, look at the bigger picture. There's no picture bigger than Kumar Yadav, who loves this format, who will find ways to score even as captain. And this innings, curious with its pace and its gears, what stood out most for you?
Just the fact that captaincy hasn't changed him one bit. And I think now clearly the leader in T20 batting. There was Butler with him for a while. I think Maxwell on a night can actually, have a greater impact or play those unbelievable innings that Kumar Yadav will also, applaud and marvel at. But something about a guy being consistent, getting hundreds, 3 out of his 400s have been overseas. So yeah, I don't think the bowlers have still got an idea how to keep him quiet. So he's just growing, as a T20 batter. And I'm really happy and nice to see that the burden of captaincy, as they say, burden of captaincy hasn't affected him one bit.
Partnership of 112 with Yashasvi Jaiswal, who puts in a score too. And with every innings, opinions might fluctuate in the minds of the fans, Sanjay. Now what is the pecking order? 2 failures for Shubman Gill. Jaiswal gets runs. Gaikwad on the bench. Rohit to come. Make sense of it.
Yeah, well, we've got 4 quality contenders for 2 spots. So you've got Rohit Sharma, who will come in later, I'm sure, in the plans. Then you've got Ruturaj Gaikwad, who just got a brilliant 100 against Australia in a T20 match. Then you've got Jaiswal, who is showing current form. Left-hand batter is always an advantage, and the way he starts off, right from ball number 1. And then you've got Shubman Gill, who must be now starting to feel the heat. So in time, I think you'll know exactly which are the 2 guys, because it's not just about the T20 internationals. The long IPL also will decide who the final 2 choices would be, and there'll be 1 reserve opener for sure.
So it's unfair to ask you for that pecking order now. We wait for the IPL.
Yeah, but the only thing that has come out from this T20 series is that Shubman Gill came in as a big star and the obvious pick. Will know that it's not going to be that easy for him to keep getting that spot, because there are some really exciting contenders giving performances as well. I mean, you've got Ruturaj Gaikwad, who got a T20 international 100 against a team like Australia.
The same logic applies for batters competing for middle order spots. So even though Jitesh Sharma hasn't had much of an impact and not a lot of opportunities, he gets a longer run. We will wait till the IPL to pass judgment.
In fact, in the middle, you've got a little more breathing space. Jitesh Sharma, it's a difficult position. You don't get too much time to bat. So he'll have his moments where, he won't contribute. And then, of course, there'll be a couple of good innings. He's already played a few at the international level. So he'll get, I think, more of time, a longer rope. Ishan Kishan is the other competitor for that spot, but he bats at the top of the order. And Jitesh Sharma will always be preferred down the order unless Rishabh Pant gets fit. Then, it completely changes the equation.
5 for Kuldeep Yadav to just wrap things up. So he's very much still part of the T20 equation and plans. We don't talk as much about India's wrist spin options. Kuldeep is very much there.
Yes, absolutely. And because Bishnoi had such a good series against Australia, Kuldeep Yadav was looking like he was a little dispensable in the T20 bowling attack, but he's shown that he's the senior incumbent in this Indian team at full strength. Kuldeep Yadav plays, he gets you wickets, and he was really fortunate that he was bowling second and the pitch was turning for him. His quicker ball as well was turning. So, yeah, but I think Bishnoi is a close second. When you look at this new version of Kuldeep Yadav, who is a lot quicker.
Quick word on South Africa. Even though they're missing a lot of their first team players themselves, would have been nice for them to register a series win over India at home after being 1-0 up. Folded quite easily today. Still not all the boxes ticked, even for a reserve T20I side.
The same problem with South Africa. I think they've got 2 very good spinners with skills and temperament as well. I love Keshav Maharaj. I think under pressure he'll bowl well. They've got good enough fast bowlers who can maybe on occasion fall apart if somebody goes after them. But the problem is their batting. A team that gets 350 or 400 can get out to 80 as well, as we saw in the 50 overs World Cup on a pitch that turns. So that is a problem. A champion side doesn't go hot and cold like that. So again, I think it's more the batting, which is always the more difficult area to be consistent with and correct. That will be their test. And this was a poor result. the last match, the way they went down, South Africa.
And finally, one of your favourite players, another that you really love, Ravindra Jadeja back in the T20I side, ahead of Akshar Patel, getting a go ahead of Washington Sundar. He's here to stay too, India's #1 spin bowling all-rounder in this format.
His batting, he's not contributing as much, but I feel his bowling is actually becoming better every season. This performance in the last T20 international, you saw Keshav Maharaj bowl and then you saw a Jadeja bowl. And the balls that he was bowling, the kind of, release that he has, I dare say he's growing as a spinner in white ball cricket. And whether he makes a batting contribution or not, just on pure one skill, he's a certainty in the team, the way he's bowling. And we are seeing a finger spinner starting to make a mark in white ball cricket. For a while we thought only the mystery spinners and wrist spinners might thrive. But we are seeing a comeback of finger spinners with Keshav Maharaj also leading the pack.
Sanjay, thank you so much for your time and your thoughts right through this series. This was ESPN Cricinfo Matchday. Sanjay Manjrekar back with us for the ODIs next.